Hey everyone, ShinespriteDitto welcoming you back for more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we started up the Spirit Temple, and, well, that's kind of it. In this part, I want to finish up the Spirit Temple, or at least a little bit more of it. So, we got our locked key, no, our small key for our locked door. We have all the gold sculptures that we can get for the time being. So, let us just head through and see what awaits us. Obviously something important, since I left off here. And really love this room design, and hello. There's no way forward. We have the Iron Knuckle. Watch out for its axe attack. It hurts a lot. Strike when it drops its guard. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. I've been playing so much Tears of the Kingdom. I alluded to that with my gripes with 100% in a previous part. So when I tried to just backflip just now, I pressed the X button. Okay, so you're gonna want to watch out. And if you think that it's going to be swinging the axe downward, you want to try to do a side jump, which I did not do properly at all. You just kind of want to get close with Z targeting, and then jump back, which will have a little bit of a delay, and please tell me I have fairies, because I am having a little bit of a tough time. Yeah, so ideally, I'm doing absolutely awful, but ideally when it slides down like that, you want to not jump backwards because of its range, but you want to jump to the side, and when he swings sideways like that, is when you want to... when he swings sideways, you want to try to jump to the back because of the direction he's swinging, and when he jumps forward, you want to try to jump to the side because of its range. But honestly, I've been kind of just doing either or. You can see right there why it's not exactly good to jump in the direction he's swinging. Whenever you get enough hits in, he'll lower his armor, which makes him move a lot faster. Deku Nuts do not work. Trust me. Although Deku Sticks might. They do. That's lovely. I love that. Which, honestly, might be ideal, not only because they do more damage, but because they have an insane reach, and the Iron Knuckle is vanquished. With only one quote-unquote death, I came prepared, because they are kind of horrifying, at least when you're battling them as a child. So, because Link is just so tiny. Long time no see! Hello, Kabora Gebora! Hey, what is up, Link? Surprised to see me? A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Of Zelda. Okay. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. Even though you are 9. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. Thank God. 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Hoot hoot. You want to hear what I said again? I'm fine. I will continue to watch you. And with that, Gebora Gebora sends us off. I did a salute, and you guys cannot see it at all. But we have a chest here. I believe these silver gauntlets that Nabooru was looking for. I mean, oh, whoa, the silver gauntlets, the item that we were told was here. That's crazy. If you wore them, you would feel power in your arms, the power to lift big things with A. But these gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus, you promised to give them to Nabooru. You should keep your word. Yeah, Nabooru can lift things with A. Hey, where are you taking me? Yarg! Let me go! You fiends! Ganondorf's minions! Link! Get out of here! Now! These witches, they're using black magic on me! The witches we just learned about. It seems they've killed or in some way sealed Nabooru, because she's nowhere to be found. I don't believe that we can just fall. Oh, no, we can. That's a lot easier, isn't it? So we did everything we could in the Spirit Temple. Nabooru has been officially sealed. If we go back into the Spirit Temple, she is just no longer there. But we still have this direction over here, and we have no way of pushing this. Now the silver gauntlets are added to our inventory. They replace the bomb flower bracelet, and they'll fit an adult. So I think we should head to the Spirit Temple once more as an adult and see if we can use those silver gauntlets to progress in the other direction, as if I don't already know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Okay, back at the Desert Colossus, I went ahead and just cut out me warping back to the Temple of Time. You guys have seen that cutscene several times. There is no reason for you to keep continuously seeing me go to the Temple of Time, putting the Master Sword back, and putting the Master Sword back up, and then warping back to where I was. So to just save a little bit of time and make a little bit more progress through the part, I figured I'd just cut that out and meet you at the Desert Colossus. Now, you can tell that the direction I'm heading is not the Spirit Temple. It is actually towards the Great Fairy Fountain and the Desert Colossus. Because if we go ahead and play the Sun Song, yes, show me the notes that I just played, but more in a more rhythmic fashion. If it is nighttime, come on, come on, come on. Well, I'm pretty stupid, huh? I like how there is nothing here. Anyway, I feel a little bit goofy. I, for some reason, thought it was the trees outside the fairy fountain, but it's actually near the oasis that is dried up now. I think you can see the only reason that we ever make it nighttime in this game. And I knew that these things were gonna attack. But we get our first. That was weird. I must have been, like, caught in the sand. We have our first gold sculpture of the part. Even though I've made quite a silly mistake, I am a certified little goofball. And we know where another one is, but it's about to be daytime because I'm not very smart. And it needs to be night again. Ugh. And we can see that this is not the right one. Oh boy. This part's gonna be full of fun, isn't it? Alright, well at least it's back when I already got back here. So, yeah, this is not the right one. I did not mean to do that whatsoever. We want to land on this one, and we can see that we already immediately back to back get another gold sculpture. I think we're at 95. We have 5 more in the entire game and 2 more in the dungeon. If we wanted to, we could actually go get another one right now, because as you can see, I haven't pointed it out yet, but Link is actually wearing the silver gauntlets. So that does. They're not very used. Very, very, very underutilized. Probably one of the most useless. Well, definitely not the most useless. There's a lot of stuff you just don't use in this game. But it is very underutilized because I can only think of one thing off the top of my head that you're actually going to want to go out of your way to use them for. And now why are we writing this again? Because we've had something that is taunting us. You! There we go. We have had this heart piece taunting us ever since we got here. One more piece until a new container, as well as one more heart piece in the entire game. Let's go to the Spirit Temple. Let's get back on track. Enough hiccups, enough goofing around. I just did it for content, guys. I swear. I swear I'm not bad at the game. It was just for content. And, well, would you look at that. The Silver Gauntlets work, and we are back on track. And, as you can see, this is very reminiscent of the child side. They kind of mirror one another, both child and adult, with the structure of the temple. And that's going to be kind of what you see through all of the rooms. The child's version is just kind of mirrored here in a more advanced version of the Spirit Temple when playing as a child. I couldn't think of what I wanted to say. Of course, let us head through here first, because there's not much going on here. Wolfos, not scary whatsoever. We're just gonna spin attack like pretty much everything else in the game. Could use Deku Nuts, but nah, I don't want to pull them out for something that's really easy at this point. We see a Triforce, we know what to do. Just get in that rhythm. Get in that rhythm. Play Zelda's Lullaby. And have the chest fall down. It's a big chest, so who knows what it'll be. Pretty easy to get, so probably not something insanely crazy. Ocarina's probably not going to be used for a minute, so let's just unequip that. So I actually want to talk a little bit about the Spirit Temple after we get whatever it may be that's in this chest. The compass! Alright, pretty useful, but not necessary. Let us just go back the way we came. But yes, just kind of pay attention to the screen for a minute. Because I want to talk about the Spirit Temple. We're just going to be doing exactly what we just did. I said this a few parts ago, but I just wanted to sort of reiterate it. A Silver Rupee room. Very, very easy. But the Spirit Temple is my favorite dungeon in Ocarina of Time. I think that it really ends the game off on a high note. I not only love the desert aesthetic that Ocarina of Time has, where this really feels like a desert shrine built for praying to the goddess. And here I was saying the Ocarina wasn't going to be used for a minute. For praying to the goddess. With this temple, it feels like an actual like temple built for praying, and that's why I like a lot of these temples, because I've talked about that before with like the Forest Temple and the Shadow Temple, even though it was probably praying to something far more sinister. And thanks, but another gold Skulltula. How many does that make now? 96. Absolutely insane. Can't believe we've come this far. But I really love how you play through the first part of this game as a child, and essentially the second part as an adult. And yes, there's the bottom of the well, but it is extremely short. It doesn't really qualify as like a dungeon. But the Spirit Temple really just finishes off the game on a high note. We go to where Ganondorf is the ruler of. We see how the members of that race think of him in both positive and negative lights. And on top of that, you put everything together that you've learned through the game. Your child self and your child equipment, and your adult self and your adult equipment, to really show you how much you've grown and sort of leveled up and progressed throughout the game. Because Ocarina of Time, after all, is a game about growing up, and the Spirit Temple sort of embraces those themes and the level of design itself. And on top of also having, and I know we haven't seen it yet, an absolutely amazing boss, the Spirit Temple just does a really good job of having like the best like design, the best music, the best area in the game, and one of the most creative and fun bosses in the game as well. I'm really excited to fight the boss. It's not exactly challenging, but it's a lot of fun, and I think that that's more important than anything. Yeah, video games should be fun. You know, who would have ever guessed that? But I just wanted to sort of put my opinion out there on the Spirit Temple because I really like it. My favorite part and favorite dungeon of the game. There's a little bit of a secret hidden here. You want to be really careful when progressing this room. We have a floor master who's gonna scatter off. We don't want them to regrow, so we're just... Alright, cool, we killed them all. So we're gonna want to be real careful because there's a lot of sun faces on the wall. And we have a mirror here, but obviously a lot of these are not going to be real. We're gonna want to push it from the right and head towards that way. Each one of these activates something else, and some of them are traps. So to just make it easier, we're going to go the fastest way to what is the actual correct one. That one is false. And it does cause a wall master to appear, but because we're getting to the actual one so quickly, it doesn't really matter. And you can see that the Spirit Temple, once again, is mimicking the child design, because that is where we came through as a child. And, you know, we're back on the other side now as an adult. We see the goddess, the sand goddess, that the desert people probably prayed to at one point, with a lot of writing on the wall. It feels like an actual temple that was designed for the use of prayer. Anyway, there's a couple things that we want to do real fast. Let's kill this guy. Because we can see a lot of chests just on our map. And not just chests either. And you can actually see the boss on the map as well. We're going to equip things such as the Ocarina, the hookshot, the Megaton hammer, and the hover boots. I've decided to keep the Master Sword equipped for now, on account that this is sort of just the last temple of the game, and the Master Sword has a lot of thematic purposes in the game. And so I figured I'd just keep it on for thematical purposes right now, as well as having access to my shield. So let's equip the hover boots again and head towards that Triforce, because Ocarina of Time is ingrained. We see a Triforce, we play the lullaby of the one they call Zelda. So, beautiful song. A chest, which, well, would you look at that? We need a small key, so hopefully that's what this is. And we have seen that gold Skulltula up there for forever now. I don't know if I pointed it out when we were here as a kid. It's actually been a very long time since I've recorded those parts for the Spirit Temple. It's been like 2 weeks since the distribution of episodes being absolutely off the wall. But I plan to finish the game today, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. Okay, I guess we're not high enough, so. Because I know for a fact, you do play the Scarecrow song here. Which, do we really need the Scarecrow song to get over there? No, we don't. You do play the Scarecrow song when you're up on this level, and that will allow you to hookshot over here, but you absolutely do not need to. It is not a necessity. And I believe, I keep checking, but I really love seeing how close we're getting to the end of the game. It makes me feel real happy that we've progressed this far. I believe, though, that we have one more gold Skulltula left in this temple. Alright, now, with our small key in hand, let us progress further into the Spirit Temple. We might be wrapping up this part soon. I think it's at about like 20 minutes right now. Yep, looks like it. So let's head up here. There's another small key, but we'll worry about that later. Let's get rid of the Ocarina. I don't think we're going to need that for a while. Of course, the last time I said we wouldn't need the Ocarina for a while, we needed it immediately. So, who knows. Yeah, you'd think I would have, you know, played the game before I Let's Played it. And of course I have. I just haven't played it in a while. We have more of these guys, but we have a way more complicated... Okay, for those of you who do not know why I am laughing so hard, is because we actually need the Ocarina for this room. Because there is, I believe it's this room. No? I might be mistaken. I might be thinking of a later room, but that could have been really fucking funny. Excuse my language, I guess. Yeah, I might be thinking of a later room. Let's see. No, I shouldn't be. Hold on. I might have gone insane between my last play. I bumped my controller against the wall. Nice. I may have gone insane between my last playthrough of Ocarina of Time and this one. But if there is not a point where we play the Song of Time in a room like this, I'm going to Google some stuff, because that just doesn't seem right to me. Oh, wait. I think I'm just on the wrong side of the room. Why did I think it was the other side? Okay, if you fall at any point during this room, by the way, all of them come back and you have to restart. But yeah, here we go. Now, yep, that's the angle to get him to go off. That's actually like a pretty clever Song of Time puzzle for you to figure out like why that angle isn't working, because if you just try to jump that far, that is not going to work. You will fall. So, one of like the only good Song of Time puzzles. We can't progress that way because there's no way for us to actually get that sun up on the, or to get the light up to the wall for the sun. And all of these will come to life. So in a pretty clever puzzle, you have to stand next to this door. Let's see what Navi says. Strong iron bars are blocking the door. You can't open them with your hands. So, we'll just, blow ourselves up. And we shoot one of these. They'll start chasing after us, which gives us just a small amount of time to open the door. Perfect. Alright, so we've seen a room like this before. It looks very familiar. So I think, just like last time, this will be a good spot to end things off. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we will be hopefully making our way towards the end of the Spirit Temple. I think we'll have one more part, and then one part for the boss, and some stuff afterwards. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.